Pause it.
No, pause it. This is my sister, and today we will be answering some questions that my sister has about Islam.
If only Muslim people go to heaven, will heaven be only full of Arabic people?
If only Muslim people go to heaven, is heaven full of Arabic people? Well, I hope not, because I cannot speak Arabic. Well, no, obviously. The thing is, you know, it's not even guaranteed that even if you're Muslim, you're not necessarily even granted heaven. Jannah is being called granted Jannah, so you have to be granted this. And you know, even non-Muslims can be granted Jannah if their intentions are wholesome and they're a good person. And I'm pretty sure in heaven there's no such thing as race. Do you think there's such a thing as race in heaven?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
What race do you think God is?
White?
But that's not God, that's just pictures of God. See, that's the
Wait,
problem.
I know. Blue.
Wait, why blue?
Like, sort of like, you know, like in heaven, like, everything's like white and blue, like really light blue, you know? The white
Like,
and
where
light
did you
blue.
see that? Like a painting?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
I don't know.
clouds and stuff.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Funny.
But nobody really knows because no one's really been there. So no one can really say. So I'm pretty sure, no, it's not full of Arabic people. On top of that, the country with the most Muslim majority is Indonesia. It's not even like an Arabic country. So, yeah.
Wait, does that mean that those videos that I clicked on were fake? That's like, a kid almost dies and goes to hell and sees everything.
Yeah, a lot of them might be clickbait, yeah. Many of them may be.
What's the best and worst part about a hijab?
Best part is the fashion. You can style it however you want. You can go like this, you can go like this, you can go like anything that you want to do. You know, also wear like a hat on like I'm right now. But the worst part is putting a mask on right after you put on the hijab, because that is so annoying. Like, have you ever imagine you have it like it looks like this, and then you have no access to your ears, right? And then you're, how do I hook it over my ears? So then I have to go like
I just like no, this part is loose right now, so like you can just go under here and over there.
Yeah, that's true, this part of it. But like, you know, sometimes like they sell those like mask hooks that like hooks the back of your head, and so that's how like sometimes, I don't know, but usually I would put on mask before I wear the hijab. That makes it much faster. And another worst thing about it, I guess, is just like judgmental people. But I guess the best part about it is like modesty, and also people don't mess with me.
Don't mess with me. I feel like people won't mess with me because
Why?
I take taekwondo. And like I'm known at my school for like a reputation of hitting the most strongest boy on the first day, just challenging him. How many prophets are there?
According to the Quran, there are 25 prophets, but apparently there's more than like 124,000 prophets that are in the world that are not mentioned in the Quran. And you know, some people even think that, well, it's actually speculated, they're not sure. Obviously, there's no way really to be sure. But some Muslim scholars believe that Buddha could have been a prophet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because like even though he is of a completely different faith, he encouraged people to meditate, to practice a sound state of mind, and he discouraged idolatry. That means worshipping of idols. And he also discouraged people from worshipping him, and he could have been a messenger for that period of that time.
Why are there no like female prophets? Like, and like, why are they all men?
That's a good question. Why are all prophets men? Okay, so the prophets mentioned in the Quran are all men, because back then the job of prophethood is not something that anybody wants. This is one of the biggest burdens. This is not a part-time job. This is a full-time job. Like, this is something you have to think about even when you're sleeping. Like, you have people going after you even when you're like chilling. And so there's people trying to assassinate you every day. There's people coming after you. You have to talk to officials. You have to travel far, far, far. Like, walk miles and miles and miles every day. Talk to officials. Talk to, you know, talk to your army kind of thing. And you gotta like guide your people all the time. And at the time, women were not burdened with this such a terrible role of like, you know, doing this all the time. For example, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, had a woman that threw garbage on his head every single day.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I told you that story. And there was this one woman who followed him everywhere, throwing garbage on his head every single day. And then he had to just endure that. He has to like, you know, he never like broke down over it. He just kind of like took it. One day, the woman stopped throwing garbage on him, and then he's like, what happened? So then he paid the woman a visit, And then he realized that she was sick, so then he started helping her. And then after that, she converted because she realized all this time I was throwing garbage on this man and he wanted to help all the time. And so that's like another thing about being prophet, just so difficult that Allah did not burden any woman with this role. So does that mean men is more important than women? No, it does not mean that. Because one of the things that the Quran states is that heaven lies at the feet of your mother, meaning that, you know, it does not say heaven lies at the feet of Prophet Muhammad. You know, it's not like kiss the feet of the Prophet. Never. Why would they say that, right? It's about it lies at the feet of women. So women are actually like, you know, favored by Allah just as much men are, in a completely different way, but in an equal way. And yes.
Okay, can I have a bonus question?
Yeah, bonus question.
Why don't men wear hijabs?
Why don't men wear hijabs? Actually, that's a good question. I'm not too sure about that. But one of the things is women are more beautiful than men.
Oh man.
Just roasting men in this video. Women are more beautiful than men. That's a given fact. They have more features that are more aesthetically pleasing. And because of this, women are kind of like gems. You can't go around like flashing your jewelry to everybody and being like, hey, check it out. In fact, like, you know, it's about the idea of hiding the jewelry that makes it more valuable and makes it more like, you know, you can keep it to yourself rather than like giving it to everyone else who are undeserving of it. Most people do not deserve it. And what else? Yeah, I'm pretty sure men do have to practice modesty too. They can't just like run around naked, obviously. Okay, any more questions?
Nope.
Okay. That concludes today's questionnaire with my sister.
Yay.
Woo!